Hi, this is Dr. Paul with Chiropractic Personal Injury Marketing, and we're getting ready to do a webinar on how to integrate personal injury into your practice. And the reason you want to consider that, number one, it's the best paying form of therapy that you can do. We've got doctors that average $100, $150 per visit collections with personal injury, number one. It's a huge market in that 87% of all the auto injuries have a soft tissue injury, but only a third of them are going to chiropractors. So there's still two-thirds of the potential business that don't even go to chiropractors, and 75% of the personal injury attorneys don't even use chiropractors. And most of that's just through ignorance. They just don't know the value of what chiropractic can do, especially from a documentation side. Now, that's when you're trained in how to do the documentation. So it pays very well. There's an abundance to it. These are some of the reasons you want to consider, and you get paid in full. And by the way, when you actually know documentation, you'll never have an attorney ask you to cut your bill. I've never had an attorney ask me to cut my bill because the documentation is so solid, so good. So when you have bad documentation, that's when they ask you to cut your bill. So anyway, that's how big the market is. But we'll be giving a webinar on how to integrate. In other words, it doesn't have to be a personal injury practice. Like I said, my practice was not 100% personal injury. We just put an emphasis on the marketing of personal injury more than the other types of marketing. That's all we did. And it makes a big difference, by the way. So check for the link. We'll be doing the webinar on it. You can go ahead and register for that. There's no charge to listen. And I'll walk through exactly what it takes to integrate personal injury into your practice. It's actually not as complicated as you think, and it's very lucrative for the time and energy involved. And by the way, just so you know, when you actually know it, it doesn't cost anything. There's no cost. There's no advertising cost associated with a personal injury. Once you know how to communicate with attorneys and what they need and know how to document, there's no cost involved, number one, and you get repeat business. When they see that you actually know what you're doing with documentation, you're the one they're going to send all the referrals to. So there's no cost involved, and you get regular referrals every month. That's what happens when you actually know how to document the case, and you don't get your bill cut, and your dollar per visit usually gets to be about 100 to 150, and that's collection. That's not production, that's collection. So check out the link, look for the webinar, register, and we look forward to seeing you on the webinar.